Hello, everybody. Father Rich here with a vinyl finds. I don't know what number. I got some used albums that I just picked up yesterday, and some new ones that I've picked up throughout the month, and one that I've had for a few months. But I'm going to start off a couple of used 7-inches I picked up yesterday, and it's Devo. Can't Get No Satisfaction and Sloppy. I saw my baby getting on Stiff Records, is it? Stiff, yeah. Yeah, 1977. 1978 Stiff Records, I'm sorry. No, no getting ready for these. I just do them, you know. I got up this morning. Ill Repute Live. I got this cheap. It's on Mystic Records. Usually if I find something on Mystic Records, I'll pick it up. There was a Mystic Records sampler #1 at the Going Underground Records. It was a blue vinyl. It was very clean. I passed on it. I might pick it up next time I go. This is a band from Oxnard, Tone's neck of the woods. And Tone just did a video about his article in Goldmine. And I'll try and leave a link to the article and Tone's video. He's a writer, staff writer now for Goldmine magazine. And he did an article on the VC. And he's currently working on a follow-up article for the VC. And it's going to concentrate on the king of the VC, yours truly. But anyways, yeah, this band is from Tone's neck of the woods. And, you know, I don't know if you noticed, there were some old VCers in there. A lot of old VCers in there. And some newer guys. And, you know, the VC, I've said it before, it's kind of like high school. It's got its little cliques. But there is a big turning point with the old VC and the new VC. The new VC seems to be all about audio and the air between the instruments. Whereas the old VC was about the music. Now the first album I'm going to show, Earth, Wind & Fire, this I believe is their second album. Came out like 71 or 2. 72. Really cool. I gave this album a listen when I was doing my best of 72. I didn't have it, but I do listen to albums that I don't have. And this, I was really impressed with this. It doesn't sound like their later 70s and 80s stuff. Really good. And that's all I got to say about that one. And it's on the regular Columbia. Now this next one, there was 2 by this artist there. One was a used one, and one was a new reissue. And it's a scientist rids the world of the evil curse of the vampires. Pretty wild cover there. This is the back. It's got some other records featured. Yeah, this is a dub record. Scientist was a producer in Jamaica. I'm not an expert on this. My friend that works at the record store, AJ, is. And I asked him, you know, which one do you prefer? And the other guy piped in, you know, he goes, I haven't heard a bad Scientist record. So I go, you know what, I'm going to pick up the original. And it's not a Jamaican. It's a English green sleeves label. Really good label. I have a handful of records on this label. All very good. And yeah, this is very cool. It starts out really good right off the bat. The Voodoo Curse. But yeah, I dig this kind of stuff. It's kind of laid back. Kind of trippy, you know. Now this next one, that's it for the the used old records. Now this next one kind of ties in with that. It's the Slits. BBC recordings 1977, 1981. Probably a bootleg. Sounds really good. It's from 3 sessions. First 4 songs on side 1 are from a 77 session. The last 3 songs are from a 78 session. And then side 2 is from a 1981 session. The Slits were a band that started, I believe, in 77. It could have been 76. And it was started with Pauline is her name? Paulina? Oh, where is she? Come on. Yeah. Palmolive is what she goes by. And she was the drummer. And this gal here, Ari, I guess is how the English say it. She was from Spain. She moved to London and they formed this band. Fantastic. I mean, and I love her, man. She was probably my favorite of the early Slits. They kicked her out of the band, I believe, around 79, maybe 80. I'm not sure. And they did evolve. Side 1 of this is a kind of a punk, jagged sounding, really good. It's, dare I say, the best sounding stuff I've heard by the Slits. I had a live album. It was an official release by the Slits, and it was, I think, recorded during their punk period, but I didn't really care for it. It was pretty bad recording. This is really good. It starts off with Love and Romance, just fantastic. And it ends with FM. It just great. Now side 2 is a totally different beast. It's more of a dub. It's not punk rock as much. It's more of a dub, floaty feel. But really good vocals on this, and I didn't know it. Nina Cherry sang with them, and yeah, I knew Nina Cherry from that Buffalo Stance song that they played on K-Rock a lot, and I have that 7-inch. But yeah, side 2 is really good. It's completely different, but yeah, it's really good, and I dig this album a lot. I'm kind of reluctant to buy their second studio album. I've heard it. It's been a while. And I thought it was just okay. I'm going to have to revisit it. But this is what the labels look like. Really cool. I mean, I love these gals. And, you know, it's okay for young women to have a favorite Beatle. Well, I have a favorite Slit. And it's the gal from Spain, man. I really dig her. But I love them all. I love them all. Now, this next one is another bootleg. I'm 99.9% sure of, and it's the Ramones, Pleasant Demos. This is demos from the Pleasant Dreams album. Now, I like the Pleasant Dreams album, but I will admit it does have some turkeys, some clunkers, some turds. Overproduced. And like same as that End of the Century record, you know. That one had some great songs, but it had some clunkers. But I like the Pleasant Dreams record. I mean, it's the strong songs are great. This is a little rougher, kind of like that Too Tough to Die. It has that kind of a sound. So if you prefer that album over this polished sound, you might like these demos. Really good bootleg. And I found out about this from Martin Jones, who is developing into a very good resource. Pleasant Demos. Very cool album cover. Look at that, man. I mean, record label. Now, this next one's pretty interesting. I was reluctant to buy this. I went to the store, and they had 3 live albums by this band. And I went to the store specifically about some stereo gear. And I was looking. And, you know, I didn't buy any of the albums by this band, but I went and I listened to on YouTube, you know, it's 3 live albums by the Misfits. And I was kind of interested in this one because it is recorded in Los Angeles in 1983. And I saw them in Los Angeles in 82 and in 83. The 83 gig was a better sounding gig. They were better. It wasn't necessarily that the band was better, it was just the venue. The first venue was very small, and they were too loud for the venue, and it was just distorted. Now, I don't know if I've ever really heard a great Misfits live record. That one I have, Evil Live, it's pretty good. The two bootlegs I have are okay. And I would have to put this in the okay category. But what I did like about this one over the other two that I sampled was the vocals are pretty clear on this. The vocals are, not muffled, not in the background. I have a Led Zeppelin live at the Whiskey in 1969, and it sounds great. I mean, this doesn't sound great. It sounds, you could tell the band were fucking amazing. It would have been amazing to see Led Zeppelin and that small venue, the Whiskey A Go Go. But it sounds like the band, or the guy recording it, was in the bathroom, with a tape recorder recording. I mean, it's off in the distance. The vocals on this are great. Now, the band, the guitar and the bass and the drums, it sounds more like a noise type album. So that's why I kind of enjoy that. You got Danzig's vocals with this noise behind it. It's very fuzzy, distorted. But yeah, it's not a bad record. I wouldn't highly recommend it. I would recommend the Slits one over this. And probably the Ramones one. But it depends on our taste, doesn't it? And this is what the labels look like. The Ghoulie Goo. And I have one more new album here. And this is a new release. And it's not, whoa. Yeah. And it's not a bootleg. It's a Savage Republic. It's on the back here. It says 1982, 2022. Very cool. And it's signed right here by Bruce. I don't know. I can't remember what label released this. I bought this a few months back. This is the outer sleeve, and it comes in this band always had great packaging. But yeah, I have this album. It's their first album, and like the first album, this is screen printed, just like my other copy. This is a little different. My other copy doesn't have this, and it has fantastic packaging. Comes in a box. And yeah, it's got this. Was this the back of the original? No, this might have been the inner sleeve of the original. And this is, comes in all this nonsense. It's got notes and words. It's got words, inserts, and really cool. Here's a cool picture of the band, man, right here. This is the dude. He was in the punk band LA's Wasted Youth. And you got here the singer, and you got this, I don't know if you can see this 55-gallon barrel or drum, what chemicals would be in it, a manufacturing plant. You can also see this guy here, the percussionist, and the drummer. And yeah, they were a kind of experimental type band, industrial type sound, very excellent album. I highly recommend Savage Republic if you're into the industrial sound. They were excellent live. And this is a double album. It's got the original album, and it's got outtakes and such. And I highly recommend it. I don't know how readily available it is. But yeah, I haven't heard anything bad by Savage Republic. And the last thing I'm going to show is this, Todd Killings and the Contacts. And it actually says Todd Killings is the vocalist and synthesizer player. I believe he is the singer from Bootlicker. I'm pretty sure, if my memory serves me right. This is supposedly the limited version. I have 18 out of 50, but I don't know. It says alternate cover or something. And I don't know if that just means this. Get this piece of paper. which actually has the rating 18 out of 50 on it. It comes with this little insert, and this is the record. Very good, very, basic hardcore, I guess you would say. This is the words, lyrics. I don't know if the color is limited, but yeah, it's like a pretty orangey yellowish color, similar to the little darker than the children's records we used to get as kids back in the 60s. Yeah, I don't know if that wraparound is the limited part or this is the limited part. I have no idea. I just got a notice that it was coming out. And it was a singer from a bootlicker. I said, you know what, I'm in. And I looked. The limited one was available at no extra price, so I got it. And it's colored vinyl. So colored vinyl Richie. Take care. Mazzy, shut the fuck up.
It's Chad.
Chad, we've
Listen,
never spoken.
If anybody has a problem with any analog production, return it. We'll replace it or give you your money back. What else do you want? What else?
We want you to mute your computer.
Michael, tell him how to work it.
Hey,
Echo
Chad,
cancellation.
can I buy UHQR records?
Yeah,
No,
Mazzy, shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
Shut up. No.
Yeah. Mazzy, we love you. You know, we're not talking, that topic is verbatim. You know that we've talked about that.
I came on to y'all talking about the Bill Evans
Fiasco. It's a fiasco, Chad. The kids are upset. We've got lots of people yapping.
I love my box is a little older pressing, and it's brilliant.
Okay, hang on. I want to talk to Chad about this. So what the kids want to know, Chad, this is a great opportunity for say, look, it wasn't my team or anything. It's that at the pressing plant, that's where the problem happened. We're talking to them. We're going to try and correct it. That's, I think, what the kids want to hear. Hold on. I don't want to hurt Chad. Did I hurt your feelings? Are your feelings hurt because me and the big other reporters will frequently go to this level of questioning to make sure everybody's okay? Are your feelings hurt by this question? We'll find out. Are your feelings hurt by this question?
By what question?
But we're finding out where the damage hurt in the box. That we had young wax in here, you had scuffs and problems with the record. Is the problem at the factory end or was it at your end? Where did this occur?
I think said it was at RTI.
So yeah, RTI. Have you talked to them about it, Chad? Oh, he's muted now. Hang on.
Yeah, I think Chad has to close his.
Holy hell!
I think Chad has to close his YouTube.
Bob Bradley.
Do you still have YouTube open? Another YouTube tab?
Bob Bradley coming in hot.
You have to
There
close.
you go.
Yes. Okay, hold on. We'll get him back. He's going
Just long enough to tell Mazzy to shut the fuck up. It was.
I was being respectful of the question I didn't get to ask.
I know
That's all he needed to say, really. That's all
want-
He
Right?
doesn't want that. He doesn't want to go there.
Mazzy, do you really have so less feel for other people, or do you take yourself so
Wait,
important?
Michael, when you're on a stream, you talk to people, you have a discussion.
Yeah,
you
but
have a-
Mazzy, now, of course, you didn't wait 2 seconds before you started it. Not 2 seconds.
He
My
came up.
God,
He
man.
said he was going to come up to answer questions.
Yeah, but wait 2 seconds before you start your bullshit.
This could be the best live stream day ever. I'm telling you. This
Well,
could be the best.
you know what? I'm happy about one of my favorites, Bob Bradley's here. Anytime we get Bob up, he's a busy guy.